Hey, what is going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be discussing a prismatic build that absolutely destroys the final shape. For Titan, of course. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way and helps me out greatly. Anyways, guys, we are doing a final shape giveaway. If you want to have a shot at winning, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down something below positive and just say how much you're enjoying the final shape so far, or if you're not enjoying it. I'm curious to see your guys' feedback on the final shape. Anyways, let's get into it. So I posted a prismatic build a little while ago, like probably about 12 hours ago, and I was using this new chest plate right here for the build, the hazardous propulsion. This build is really nice, but there are some tweaks that I want to make to this build outside of that chest plate, and it revolves around the old classic syntho steps to make you like just an absolute melee raid boss. So yeah, weapons. Honestly, I just threw on my highest things besides my Fabringer, of course. I would suggest this new Lost Signal GL. This thing right here is absolutely S tier, though I'm saving the masterwork for when I get a better roll because I want auto-loading holster instead of threat detector. But dude, Vorpal auto-loading holster on this Lost Signal is awesome when you pair it with something like an SMG or an auto rifle, especially that new auto rifle that came out. And then we're just using Dragon's Breath, but I switch into Thunderlord, um, and then sometimes Gallahorn or Cataphract. Alright, that's enough yapping. Let's get into the build. Prismatic Titan. So for the super Blade Fury, you can switch between Blade Fury and Thunder Crash here. I mean, if you want Thunder Crash for DPS, and then just switch to Cursor of the Falling Star. But ideally, Blade Fury is going to be the best here because, I mean, it's just a better DPS option. Obviously, DPS wise, you're going to do more though with Cursor of the Falling Star and Thunder Crash, but I mean, this is like the second highest DPS super outside of the Twilight Arsenal. And I used the Twilight Arsenal on my last build. Now for the Transcendence, you're going to use this one right here. Electrified Snare. Now for the abilities, this is where it really comes down to preference. For this build, like to run Thoughtster instead of the Barricade. The Rally Barricade just doesn't really have much of a use because in my last build video, if you didn't see that, you might want to check it out because this definitely will help with this build. The Rally Barricade was like only specifically just to synergize with this chest plate right here. Because it gave you a faster cooldown, and then when we pair that with like 10 resilience, you get a really fast barricade. Now for the melee, just to get some nice volatile rounds, we use the shield throw. You can also switch to thunderclap for the DPS. I like the shield throw. Now for the grenade, I use shackled grenade just to suspend those targets that are a little bit harder to kill, so that you can just hit them with like the unbreakable or knockout syntho steps when you're surrounded. You'll see what I mean. And then for the aspects, this right here is the best Titan aspect for Stram. I cannot stress it enough. Every build video I post, I will be using this aspect right here. This aspect allows you to get an overshield. It's one of the new ones. If you hold your grenade button, so on controller it's like B, and then on keyboard and mouse it's Q, you summon a void shield, and I'm telling you, this shield right here tanks so much damage. You can tank a whole witness like power shot with this unbreakable aspect. It's really crazy. This thing's definitely going to get nerfed, so take advantage of this coming the day one raid. I will be rocking this during the day one raid. Now for the second aspect, knockout, to synergize with our synthesis, you'll see what I mean. For fragments, I don't have all the fragments unlocked, so I'm gonna show you guys options that you can use to unlock secondhand fragments if you don't have these fragments that I have right now. I'm still in the process of working on the fragments. It's a lot of work to get them all, so just bear with me. So, Face of the Courage. Your Arc and Solar and Void abilities deal increased damage to targets affected with darkness debuffs, because this effect right here is going to cause us to get darkness debuffs. Now, you can ideally switch this out for Face of Grace right here. This thing will give you defeating targets with kinetic weapons grant bonus transcendent energy, and defeating targets with your super and your nearby allies grants bonus transcendent energy. This also is really good, but you do lose stats, so just be aware of that. For the second one, Face It of Ruin. Increase the size and damage of the burst when you shatter a stasis crystal or frozen target, and increase the area of effect of solar ignitions. Definitely good, but you can switch this out with Face It of Devotion. Defeating targets affected with stasis or strain debuffs grants bonus light and transcendent energy. I'm gonna load us into just something really quick, just to kind of show you guys how the rotation works. I know obviously the build's not going to be as good like in power grip content where I mean, you know. All right, now the next thing is Facet of Hope. While you have an element above your class abilities regenerate more quickly, this synergizes with this grenade right here and our shield and then the unbreakable aspect, because to get the unbreakable aspect, you have to have a grenade, right? Now, I would say when you're using this aspect right here to throw on like a grenade like that has a slower cooldown, but the shotgun grenade is a must-have. And then for the last two aspects, Face of Balance, Face of Protection, and then Face of Purpose. I cannot stress enough, guys. If you have this aspect right here, Face of Ruin increases size damage when you shatter a stasis crystal or frozen target. Throw on stasis grenades because it does make a big difference. Alright, let's show you guys how this build works. So ideally, like, I'm just going to go in a lost sector really quick. Just where there's a lot of ads, so you guys can kind of just get a grip of the rotation. I know, you guys are probably going to comment, say, heck, Dad, you can't show a build in the lost sector and say it's the best Titan build. I'm just showing you guys just to see the rotation on how you use the build. More or less not showing how powerful it is. So as you can see, right, we proc synth steps. We throw a grenade. Boom. We have our shield bash. We have void overshield. And then we have facet of protection that procs, right? And then keep in mind we also have thrusters, which is going to give us grenade energy. But like, look at that shield we get. We get a nice little overshield. And the good thing about that aspect that we're using, it procs knockout and void, that void overshield all the time when you get a melee kill. So ideally, you have like a really, look at that, 46,000 damage for a melee hit. It's really, really nice. And then when you pair that with knockout, like, look at that. 69,000, 69,000. You're getting a 69,000 damage melee, so you can one-shot a lot of yellow bars. Like, this build works night and day difference. And when you use any ability, you're getting your other abilities back. After I finish this, I will show you guys armor mods, because I know a lot of you are probably asking. The armor mod wise. Armor mods, I use Special Ammo Scout, Hands-On, Kinetic Siphon for Synthesis. This right here, I don't have Artifice upgraded. Though you could upgrade it to Artifice. I use Grenade Kickstart, Melee Kickstart, and then Fastball. For the chestplate, Solar Reserves, Triple Solar Reserves, just for that more, rocket ammo. You could always switch this for Siphon mod. Then Butter already, Invigoration, and then Triple Bomber. This build seems really, really basic, but it is still one of the best Prismatic Titan builds. Now, Prismatic for Titan isn't bad, but it's definitely not the best out of all three of the new ones. So, I'll have a 100 build coming out tomorrow. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button and sub. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out our sponsor, Diving.net. Guardians, I would like to recommend you a fantastic service. Diving.net, you can find teams to complete different activities like raids, dungeons, Trials of Osiris, exotic farming, and many more endgame activities. The best part about the service is it does not require you to share your account information whatsoever. You don't need to give your login or password to order service that you like. All you have to do is select the self-play option. To do this, select something you like. In this case, I'll do Crow Design. You're going to choose your clear option. I'll be doing the full clear, so click full clear. Then select the self-play option. As you can see right now, we have $25. To get a discount, make sure you type in code HECTIC for a 15% discount here. As we can see right now, our total is $25.05. If we apply this coupon, we get $24, so you save $1. I would highly advise doing this. From here, you're going to choose a payment method. There's Visa, PayPal, and a few other payment options. In this case, we'll be using Visa. From here, agree to the terms and services, and then proceed to checkout. I would highly recommend Diving.net, especially because the funnel shape is releasing and there's many awesome services that can be done. That's all for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one.